What's up everybody, here's Thiago.
Angelina.
We are here in Tanzraum and today we have a great class for you. It's gonna be about Cambre. Everybody wants to know, everybody wants to do, doesn't matter which dance. If you are watching, you are bachatero, quizombero or forró dancer, this class is for you as well. We're gonna of course talk more for the Zoukers, we're gonna use Zouk entries and exits, but the technique is the same.
Yes, and it's a super classical movement in Brazilian Zouk, but we also have to say Brazilian Zouk stole it from ballet, so also some ballet classes would be very useful to do Cambre, okay?
Yes, so let's go!
Is also physically a little bit more, let's say, difficult for the followers. So let's get into the details of the technique.
I think the first thing we can say here that if you don't watch the rest of the video, you watch it until here, please do the Cambre by yourself. That's why you're gonna practice, because when you're doing the Cambre, the first mistake that we see is people throwing themselves in the Cambre and the leaders holding them and everybody gets hurt.
Or the leaders throwing the
followers. Yeah, so we see everything. What you need to know is Cambre, we help you, we lead, but the followers need to be able to hold themselves. For that, the leaders need to lead right, and for that, you need to be able to do the Cambre with a right technique. That's what we're gonna learn now with Julia.
Okay, so remember the depth of the Cambre. First of all, depends on us followers and our physical capabilities. So leaders, if you don't know your follower, you do just an invitation. We're going to show you later. You just invite her to go to the Cambre and she decides how deep she wants to go into the Cambre, because you never know if she is tired today or if she even knows this movement, okay? But let's go for the technique so you guys and girls can do a super safe Cambre, and I want all the leaders to do this with me because you will then see what it takes to do the Cambre, okay? So for our normal Zouk Cambre, we will normally have our weight on our right leg, our left in front, but you could also practice the other way around just to practice the other leg as well. Okay, when you arrive to do your Cambre, so before you do your Cambre, the leader will give you a suspension. So what you're going to do, you're going to breathe in and have an open chest, okay? So we want to have like a counter movement first. Open the chest. Next thing we're going to do after this counter movement is having a contraction. So the leader will give us a contraction for the chest, and I will also bend my knees, okay? So now starts the real Cambre. The Cambre is actually also like a body wave. So I start with my hips, bringing my hips to the front, engage my glutes. This is important, engage the glutes. And now every point of your spine is following along. So you go first, bringing your hips up, and then you go with the rest of our spine. Important, you also engage your abdominals. So I'm not just hanging into my spine, I engage my glutes and abdominals. And on this point, my head is going last, the very last. After everything, open the chest, my head is the last thing to do. You also can decide not to do the movement with your head. I personally prefer to go with my head. Important, you will still have a little bit of tension here. You don't let it hang loose, okay? So this is the Cambre movement. I'm going to show it in one piece. So you're starting on your right leg. You're opening your chest, then contraction, bend at the knees and the chest goes in. And now we start the Cambre. Hips first to the front, and then you can roll back. And now we're going to roll up. You just go first with your legs, straighten your hips, and come up, head goes last. One more time. You open your chest, contraction, roll down, come up. So now super important, I want to stay on my right leg. I don't want to lean back. because I don't want to lose my weight to the back, and I also don't want my leaders to have to hold me, okay? So I'm actually staying on this leg, and while my upper body is going back, I need my left leg to be a counterweight. So I can stand here on my own, okay? I'm not leaning towards the back. And if you want to make the movement bigger, but you don't want to lean more back because your back will get a lot of strain if you do that, you can just decide to bend your leg, and then this looks even bigger, and you can go deeper without doing anything with your back. So last thing, you're now into this cambre. There is also another exit. We can also do a snake. So for this one, you would start with your head first, and then you do a front snake, open your chest. So these are the two exits, okay? The classical one, going up, head last, or the snake, head first. So the snake would be a head active body wave, and the classical exit would be a head passive body wave. Okay, so these are the important techniques. Remember to engage glutes and abdominals. After this class, you will all have a six-pack, and we do it with the leaders.
That's why you see that Cambre is extremely physical. So if you want to learn and get more prepared, remember to check out our fitness class that we have in our online classes. All right? Just to show one thing, let me improvise. Yulia's gonna do again the Cambre, just so you can see much better how this line works. We have here we have this line that is gonna separate, and you're gonna see that her hips gonna go forward, but her shoulders are going back, and this here is staying in the middle. If she wants to do a bigger cambre, what she said, she's gonna go down, and this here is going down in a line, okay? So you are not going back on the cambre. Yes, so you have this point, and then you're just gonna do like this on this axis. All right? So, leaders, what do you need for the cambre? Positioning.
Biceps.
Biceps.
Sorry.
Actually, no. You need position. So, what you need to do first? I want you guys to stay like this. Your followers is gonna stay here, and you gonna do an open base. It means you're gonna be at least shoulder width. Actually, a little bit more, a little bit wider. She needs to stay in my middle, or I need to position myself like this, okay? I cannot be like this, otherwise the cambre would actually work. And if I'm like this, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna lead her back. So remember, this banner, I'm gonna be exactly there, in
He's
the
going
middle.
to be my banner now.
Okay, we're gonna explain later how to get in and get out, but first the mechanical of the cambre. So imagine I'm here in the middle. I'm gonna have my hand on her shoulder blade, and I'm gonna lead her chest to open, close, and then travel back, and then up. So I'm traveling not only back, I'm traveling back and down, and then up. It's more like down than just going back. Okay? So one rule that you have to pay attention when you're doing cambre with someone that you don't know is to respect his limits.
Thank you.
I don't know who she is. I don't know if she can do cambre. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna invite her and see, oh, she did this, okay. And now on the cambre depth, I need to see and where she's gonna go. She's gonna give me a resistance. If she just go until here, she's gonna give me a resistance and she's gonna open. And then I'm gonna respect that and come back. I'm not trying, doesn't matter if it is it's an awesome song, if it's a Jack and Jill, doesn't matter, respect your followers first. So you go with her and you're gonna see, if she's giving you a resistance, you need to create the sensibility, leaders, to see that she's not going further, and you have to stop and open the cambre and get out.
This is a law, okay? And actually, also followers, you can show him a little bit easier that you're done with your cambre. We generally say the moment you bring your head back is the end of the cambre. So if you can go further and you want to go further, you wait, and then you go. But if you're already done here, you can open here already.
Okay, so for example, if you are dancing with someone that you know that can do a big cambre, like Julia, let me take another example. I'm at the social, okay, I'm dancing with someone that I know, and I know that, for example, Larissa can do a huge cambre, right? Boom, easy. But I do respect and see how far she can go, okay? I'm gonna go, I know that she can go further, but anyway, I need to see and respect to see what she's giving me as information, if I can go further or not. If she is going and letting you go, and you see that it's able, you can control it, all right? And go play with the music more as you want as a leader, so you're leading specific, the depth of the cambre. Okay.
And also for the followers, super important. So now we spoke about the laws for the leaders, but the laws for the follower, even if you want to do this super big cambre, but if you're not able to hold yourself with your legs and your abdominals and your butt, okay? If you're not able to hold yourself, don't do it. Don't expect him to hold you. So sometimes we arrive with a lot of momentum and we're like, pow! And that can cause a lot of damage for his body. So please also respect your own limits. And if you feel okay, well, you're coming with a lot of momentum, sometimes it's hard, but try to control it and just go as far as you can hold it.
That's why we're gonna talk about safety. You're gonna open your base, okay, and you're gonna try to stay with a straight back. Why? When she's doing this, doesn't matter who is she. You're gonna be always prepared to catch her or to move if you need to. So if she's going down, just throwing herself, I have straight back, breathing in and go back. I can hold her. I use my legs to hold her, okay? So I'm not letting my followers fall and I'm not hurting myself. Okay, you never know what can happen. If even Julia, maybe she slipped or something like this, and then I can catch her. Okay, so always on this big base and prepare to the worst, all right? So that's why you need to pay attention to this. Now, let's go for the best case that everything's working, and we're gonna talk about how to get into the cambre, all right? We're gonna use first the left turn, the basic turn, as entrance. So you're gonna do your preparation, doesn't matter if it's in the open or the closed position. I'm doing a preparation, pack, tap. She's doing step pivot or lunge, doesn't matter. I'm gonna lead the left turn. And now, leaders, what I want to do, I want to cross back. I want to stay here, okay? Because I want to turn her a little bit more, so I finish like this. This is gonna create a nice momentum. I'm turning, and boom, I'm gonna finish on the cambre. So I'm stepping, crossing back, and then open my base. Okay, let's do it again. So we are here, we're gonna lead. Left turn, direction, crossing back, and really important, the hand needs to be as fast as possible on the shoulder blade. I'm gonna open my base. You see that now she's almost on my middle because I'm still gonna lead one more step. And this step is gonna be on my middle. Now I open my arm. I can put my hand here on her shoulder just to create a little bit more connection. But this here is the most important one, okay?
So followers, you're actually just doing a left turn and you're still in your cross position and your step pivot position here, and then he will lead you to do one more step, so you with your weight mainly on your right.
Okay, so you see that we create this space here so she can step forward, and then we can first open chest, contraction. This happens at the spot, so I'm not doing this, and then this. This is happening really fast, just a counter movement, boom, at the spot. Okay, let's do it again. 7, 8, and 1, 2, and here's the suspension. So here we have a small suspension that is bringing her chest up, then we ground it, contraction.
Also remember to bend at your knees.
This hand is just laying down here, not pushing her down, okay? And now I open and lead my arms back and down. And then I need to see how far she goes, all right? If I see that she's connecting to my hand, I can go down and then open. And now we're gonna talk about the exits, all right? So, preparation, tu, chick, 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 tum. We did the cambre, tum. I have an open base, I'm staying close to her. Now, I'm gonna use my legs, that's why I'm on this bend position. Sorry, I forgot to say one more thing. If you see my body, I'm using a torsion. So I'm actually straight. Let me show again from this side. I'm actually straight here, but I'm using a torsion. So I'm opening my left side so I can follow her, but still keeping straight. So I can follow her, I use my legs and not my body to lean forward. And I show this again, Julian, it's very important. I'm not leaning forward and pulling my weight on her. I'm going down and doing just this torsion and going down with my legs. And to come up, I come up with my legs. All right? So I'm doing just this and helping her to do the same. We are now doing passive head. So first, lumbar spine, thoracic, and then cervical. Okay? We are here, finish opening, then we come up, to straight hands, straight chest.
Okay, I also wanted to talk a little bit about the legs for the follower in the cambre. So just a little bit more into detail. Let's say when we arrive before the cambre, he gives us the suspension. I generally also stay on my tiptoes, but you don't have to. But I have definitely my knees straight, my hips straight. Now when he leaves the contraction, I bend both my knees and I bring my chest in. Now when I go to cambre, to make the movement even more beautiful, I can, at the same time as I go back, I straighten the left leg. This is optional. You could keep it here, but I think this is a little bit more beautiful as it creates a line. Now my right is bent. This creates the depth of the cambre. When he brings me up, I straighten my right leg, okay?
One more thing. I'm using the legs to lead the suspension, and now the contraction is really important as well. I'm not using just my hand, but you see that I'm tilting to my right. On my axis, I'm not going to the right, I'm just tilting here, so I can open my torsion. Okay? That's important. So I'm coming out of the floor on the end of the cambre, then I can just here open and transfer to her left leg, to my right, and now we can go to lateralis. Okay, that's the easy normal exit. Okay, that's passive head. We can do passive head with lunge, so it's the same idea, but we're gonna use now, we are here and we're gonna do the lunge. But while we're doing the lunge, we're gonna have the passive head. So let's show again. First, cambre, and now when I'm bringing her back, I transfer my weight to my right and lead a suspension with the lunge. So I'm leading her weight now to the left, and here I'm actually finished already the exit. So when I'm leading the suspension, I finish already the head.
Yeah, I'm already now on my left and my head is just done.
Okay, my arms are here, I'm gonna land on the lunge and then just get out with the basic turn. Okay, let's do it again. 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1. All right?
So one more thing I forgot, there's so much technique in this cambre, and I just keep remembering more and more and more. About the arms for the followers doing the cambre, okay? So when you're in this position we're talking about right now, You probably don't see my right hand right now, but I'm bringing my right hand, let's turn around. I'm bringing my right hand at my leader's back. Not because I want to hold myself, but just for safety. In case anything happens, I slip, I can hold a little bit more here, and I also feel his upper body moving more, so then I have a better connection. The other arm, I just bring it around here, same idea, just for safety and to feel more his body. And now into the Cambre, I wanted to talk about one thing that I see it happen a lot in bachata, but maybe in other dances as well, is that the leaders put their hand on the follower's head. I don't like it, okay? So there may be reasons to do so. I personally don't like it because I think it limits my movement, okay? And also like it hurts more because I hit my head on the hand. I personally don't like it. I don't see really a reason for it because I can decide not to do the head, and if I decide to do the head followers, make sure you control and you have a little bit of strength here to control that movement.
The only time that I would kind of do this is if I'm doing the Cambre in a really full party and I see that someone here, I have my, how you call it, periphery vision, you know? I see that someone's doing something and coming here, then my first rule is to protect my partner. So I do gonna put my hand just to make sure that this person is not coming here close, or I can protect her. But even there, I'm not holding her head to do the Cambre. Okay, this is terrible. Don't do this. Okay, you need to first practice your leading and your following, your technique, so you can do a good Cambre and not do this kind of bullshit. All right. We're gonna show the second exit, or the third exit. Now it's gonna be the snake, so it's gonna be the active head. Okay, head and shoulders gonna lead, hips gonna follow. So we're gonna use again now this entrance. It's just one example of entrance. You don't need to use this here, but we do like this, opening, boom, finish your Cambre. Now leaders, I'm gonna lead the contraction. So you see that I'm open, and now I'm gonna, see that you can stay there, right? I'm gonna contract, so I'm going the contraction myself and closing my hand. And now I'm gonna lead back, lead the extension, and then I can transfer, for example, back. Okay, so if I do this together, I'm gonna lead the contraction, lead the extension, and the extension I could do with her, lead back, and then get out. Okay, so again, I'm here, you're gonna now lead the contraction by yourself, lead her forward, so I'm using now my arms to come to me, because now I want to lead the extension and do the extension with her. That's why I was bringing my hands to me. Now I open, and then we go to lateral legs.
So for the followers, just about the left leg, you maybe notice that I changed my left leg. So when I'm here in Cambre, and my left leg is in front. So it stays there first. I start with my head, I start the contraction here. But now as he leads the extension, I extend my chest but also my hips, and then it feels natural for me to bring the left leg back. So it can be in a ronde, but don't have to. You can just bring your left leg back while you extend, and then he's going to transfer. Should feel natural for you, and now you have your right leg free to go wherever you want to go, or wherever he wants you to go.
All right, so one more time, do it with us, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and open and close. Cambre. You see that I'm moving my leg, I'm transferring back, so I can transfer forward. I'm 50-50 now.
My left leg is back.
And then release and get out with the lateral. Alright? We're gonna have now another way to get in the movement. We're gonna use kind of the bonus with the inside turn. So we are here in the lateral, and I'm leading a bonus with the inside turn, slow, quick, quick. The difference now, first my footwork, leaders. I want to move with her with me, because I need to follow her. I'm gonna show at once. We're gonna do like this, and then finish on the cambre. So to do this, I need to travel with her sideways. So I'm gonna do lateral. I'm gonna lead the bonus, slow, quick, and now when I finish, my quick is coming crossing. I'm crossing so I can hold her, and now I open with the slow so I can get again on this nice cambre prep position. Once again, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and I'm crossing, 4, and 5. With me again, with us, let's do on the 5, on the end you're gonna cross, okay? 7, 8, on 1, 2, and 3, 4, and nice. And now 5, you bring her hand to your back, and here you can do the cambre as we taught you before. Opening the suspension, contraction, use your legs, and now you're going to use your legs to go back up and do the lunge. So this is a lot of timing. You need to follow her, put the hand on her shoulder blade, embrace her and bring her to your back. Bring her hand to your back. So you get on this nice, tight position for the cambre.
So for the followers, actually before the cambre is already hard enough, so before the rest is quite easy if you know the bonus. So if you know the bonus, it's just the first 4 or 3.5 bonus steps. It's direction, turn, turn, and now he's going to turn you the 4th step a little bit more than usually. Usually it would be here. Now he's turning us a little bit more, bringing this hand to his back, and then our work starts with the cambre.
Okay. So on the end, you are crossing and getting this hand on the shoulder blade. Okay, so let's do it again from the lateral. 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and my hand is already there. 5 is the suspension. First show your leg, and then contraction, and then finish your cambre. Now transfer up, lunge, and get out with basic turn. We're gonna get out from the cambre. Do the cambre slowly first, okay? You need to first get used to this position. Now we're gonna get out on the slow, and then we do quick, quick. Okay, we have the lunge to the quick, quick. We're gonna do slow, quick, quick. We are counting quick, quick, but we are actually doing just one step. From slow, quick, quick. The next one's just showing the leg. And then out with the basic turn. Let's do this first.
Yes, remember you can do first, now you're learning the cambre, so you can do the cambre super slowly, and then you go out into lunge. When you go back to your turn or lateral or whatever your basic is afterwards, remember to dance on the strong beat, so
yes.
on each odd count, okay? So you come back, lunge, and then you go odd count, 1, 3, 5, 7. Remember about that. Later, when you're more advanced, you can do your cambre hitting the music, so generally would be a 1 maybe. Hit the music, bath, 1, come back, everything in timing, but for now, do the cambre slowly.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, and 5, 7. Okay, maybe slow. One more time. 7, 8. Prepare. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Now we're gonna do the snake, okay? 7, 8. Stop. 7, 8. Hold, no beat, so hold. Mix of both. Now with the bonus, okay? 7, 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once again for this side. With bonus.
I hope you all have a six-pack by now, and we will see you with a six-pack in the next class.
Yeah, remember to subscribe to our channel if you are watching this on the Tanzraum or on the Brazilian Dance Cologne YouTube channel. Subscribe, share with a friend. Remember to practice this and tag us on our social medias. Follow us on Instagram as well. Do this there, post it, tag Thiago Movimentos, Julinha, Johan, Brazilian Dance Cologne, Tanzraum, and let's stay connected. Thank you so much. See you on the next class.